Well, no, it's just frosty and foggy. Foggy morning for a drive to Kansas to pick up bees, but we are off. A couple minutes ahead of schedule even, that never happens. That's the
Okay,
truth.
we're trying to get the smoker going now, and without killing ourselves. One of the hazards of beekeeping, the smoker, the dreaded smoker. Megan, I'm gonna let you run the smoker, okay?
Okay.
And we'll just, because we're looking at bees, and Megan is a quick read on this. So what she's going to do here, we're going to open this hive up. Nice smoke right there. Okay. The reason I have this on is because if you put this insulation on, and then they'll chew it, they'll come up and chew it out. So I just put this on, and that keeps them from coming to chew that. Okay. Might smoke in front there a little bit. And up here as I open this up. Okay. Alright, this is not a very strong hive. Darn it.
A lot stronger than ours are.
Yeah, that's not a very strong hive. I wish it were stronger. They're pretty well settled down though, which makes me believe they're okay. You know, I mean, there's a queen in there,
Okay.
and everything. I don't. You want to look and see, just real quick?
Look for a queen?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a little cold, but we'll let me go this side. Might smoke it again just a bit. There you go. That'll work. Oh yeah, there's more bees down in there. I don't think we're going to find a queen up here, Megan.
Okay.
There's more bees down below. That's where they should be anyway. Okay?
Yep.
So we're just going to leave this like it is, and go to the next one. And
What do you think would do that?
yeah,
Possum or something?
it's just smoke. Must have been a possum or a coon or something, bro. Okay, now this one is the same way. It doesn't look very strong. I gotta look. I'll let you smoke them and keep them away from me. Might smoke down in there. There you go.
I feel like you should be the one with the gloves on, Nick.
Yeah. Thank you. I smoke them pretty good. There you go. That ought to do it. Some of these are a little bit flighty. That makes me wonder what's going on here, okay? So let's just keep looking. I might smoke them again pretty good. There you go. See how their wings are flying?
Uh-huh.
That's not always a good sign. Because
What are they
sometimes
telling us?
sometimes it can mean, see, there's some dead bees right there. Well, there's quite a few down below, but that may be where the the queen, if there's a queen and stuff is. Don't see the queen there or anything, do you?
No, I don't see her.
I don't see any pinpoint eggs or anything either. But you can see down below. See, we reversed these just a week ago. And so the main part of the bees are going to be down below.
Okay.
The only way they would have come up is if she came up to lay eggs. Which, no, see down below? How many are down there? I think we're all right. And they're not flighty now. So, yeah, there's more bees down there than you think. They just haven't come up yet, which is good, actually. It really is.
So talk to me about reversing them. Why do you
Okay.
do that and when?
I did it this year for one reason. I did it earlier than I normally would. I wouldn't normally do any of this until April 15th or so. But since you're taking them, and because of my shoulder operation and everything, two reasons. See how empty this cone is? All right, the ones that are on top are full.
Okay.
They're full of honey and full of bees.
So they emptied those over the winter.
They emptied the bottom ones over the winter. They emptied them first, okay? And then bees always move up. So then they move up to the top. Well, when they get to the top, the bottom is empty. It's got some honey in it. But the bottom is then cleaned off. The bottom is empty, okay? The top is full, and so since it's full, since it's full, we'll take the bottom one, put it on the top, because now she's laid eggs all over through the bottom. Now, the bottom one is empty, so you put it up there with all those empty cells. Now she can move up and start laying eggs all over again,
Okay.
and it won't get crowded.
Okay.
Now, one of two things you can do. We'll go over here. One of two things you can do, and that is, you can reverse them again, maybe around in another month or so. When the top box gets really boiling, you can reverse them again, because now the bottom one will be hatched out and the top one will be full of bees, but then you really got to feed them. If you feed them then that'll, because they'll be out of food now, see. Now the bottom is empty because it had food in it. Now it's empty because there's brood and bees and everything. And so, that, I'm taking it apart. Sorry, Dan. I'm going to have to use some of your tape.
No, that's all right.
It probably sticks better anyway. All right. Now it's smoking pretty good up here. There you go. All right. And this one I got to turn around anyway, because I had the opening to the back and all kinds of stuff. Okay, see the same kind of thing here. We won't take these apart because there's more bees down below than up here. And so probably more bees down below, because that's where they were raising. They were up here. Bees move up. They were up here. Now they're up here laying eggs and everything else since probably the end of January, first week of February. So they've been laying eggs for a month. And now, since I switched them, now they're all down here, and the empty ones are up here, so she can move up and lay eggs.
Okay.
And then they'll move up also because there's feed up here. So, another reason. And I usually wait and do it until around that March 15th. I mean,
To do the reversing?
April, yeah. Either reversal or I divide them. When I divide them, I take from the strong and give to the weak.
You take brood.
And I take brood, I find the queen, then I know where she is, and I also know where she isn't. Where she isn't, I don't have to worry about being real careful if I kill a bee or whatever. If I don't know where she is, then I got to be real careful, because if I kill her, then it's a bad move. But anyway, so the thing about it is that then what I would do is a different deal. It's simpler and easier if all you have to do is reverse them. And then the honey flows on, all you gotta do is put on boxes and get them going. This way you gotta monitor, I mean the way I do it, and it's worked really well for me over the years, the last 20, 30 years I've done this, whatever it's been. It's worked really well because I equalize them, everybody starts at the same place, and then that's why I think the average is really good, one of the reasons. And so doing it that way, to me, I'm gonna do this one too. Yeah, they're all, in the situation they're in right now, they're really in a good spot for you, for one reason. They haven't come up and started boiling out of the top yet. When this gets so strong in there that you just can't believe it, then you gotta make a choice. You gotta do something. You either reverse them again, check for queen cells and everything, and start adding boxes, I would right then away if they're strong.
Okay.
Or you go in and see, they're all about the same if you kind of look. Here, the only one that's a little weak, and it's really not, is that one over there. I thought it was till I saw below. So they're all about the same if you look at them, and which is good. So all you're going to have to do, probably, when I say all, it could work. Reverse it again, put boxes on right then, check for queen cells, let it go.
Okay.
And maybe put 2 or 3, because as you did last year, you went through and checked for queen cells probably twice?
A few times, yeah.
3 times, yeah. So the less boxes you put on, I wouldn't put on a lot until I bring in honey, then I'd put on more. But to start, and when you're just working to find the queen, make sure everything's going good, keep the queen cells down. You may not have to put on a box. Well, you'll know. You'll know how strong it is. When this one's clear full wall to wall, and the one underneath is wall to wall, and you reverse them, check for queen cells, I'd put maybe 2 or 3 boxes on them. Because the 2 or 3 boxes are easy to take off to check for queen cells later on. And check for them top and bottom, just tip it up, set it off, tip the other one up, set it back down. Just make sure you smoke it enough that you look back in that frame. Because a lot of times back in here is where the queen cell will be, and all you gotta do is miss one. And you got a swarm on your hand. That's where your catch boxes come in.
And you hope you can
You
catch
got
them back
plenty
again.
of catch boxes. So we'll put these back together.
Okay.
And if I'd have brought those straps out, we could have done it right now, but it won't make any difference. We'll tip them up, strap them, and let them go.
All right.
We'll video that later, but we'll put the lids back on these and call it good.
Sounds good.
That's good for now.
All right.
The weird thing about the beetles, the bees will put them in jail. Like they'll hold them right here in this corner. But the beetles will then do something that causes the bees to feed them. And so the bees are feeding the beetles, keeping them alive right here. And then you open up the hive, and there'll be about 20 or 10 or how many, they just scurry. And the beetles are the scourge of the earth. I mean, they're dirty, they're stinky. The larvae just screw up the whole tra-la-la in the hive. And hate them more than wax moths. No, maybe not. Wax moths are the scourge of the earth too. I'm going to leave these open.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons. One, so these go in, and 2, if it's a little colder inside, more bees will stay inside to keep it at 99 degrees.
Okay.
And so it's not that normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm doing it because we can tape them before we put the lid on, and maybe by making it a little colder, more bees will go in and stay in. That's my hope. It's
Sounds
just
like a plan.
possible. Yeah, perfect. That doesn't happen very often. Smoke them right down there for me. I'm going to get stung here. Okay. Oh,
Or else.
yeah. I'll get around the corner and then go. Okay.
You took the whole thing?
Yeah, just a second. I'll
Gonna
get
have
it
to
for you
grab
while
the-
you guys do this. Because lifting doesn't hurt. It's the moving that we go underneath first. Wait just a minute.
So I'm bringing this all
Yeah,
the way
oh,
over
no,
to
you're just going to put
I-65?
it right here in the middle.
Oh, okay.
From the front to the middle. Okay. Cover up here. I moved the inner cover. There was a hole up there for them to go in. They will keep going there till they go crazy. All right, let me get on this side. I see.
I'll look it up here.
Here, I'll get that if you get the other. About there. Both of these are about the same weight. And I'll let you lift them, Megan, so you kind of get the idea of what I would say is pretty good, and not that I'm always right on it, or I don't mean anything like that. I just mean that what I would say is light, heavy, middle.
Okay.
Wait just a minute. That's something. This right here is wrong. Okay. Oh, you're gonna do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right?
I'd do
Or-
it this way probably
okay.
if I were doing it. Okay, maybe up in the front half of the bat on the V box.
What?
Okay, right,
It's right there?
right there. I can get my finger out. Okay.
You gotta holler more than that if your fingers
Yeah,
stuck.
well, you don't want to be a wuss.
Oh, yeah, we got it, Nick.
About right there.
Got your fingers out this side?
Yep, this time I got smart. No, they can't be. I don't think they get out of here like this. All right.
I gotta go back to the tree.
Steady there?
Yeah, I will. Dad will tell you where to put them.
All the way to the front there. Just keep it straight in front. Just go straight up.
Lift it, don't slide it.
That's good.
I thought we were tying them down.
And my dad's helping. He's not real crazy about it. My brother's helping. He for sure isn't crazy about it. Yeah, we'll get.
I know where one is. I'm not sure about the rest.
Bee
Oh,
pollen.
yeah. I don't think I've ever seen them with propolis.
Yeah.
Oh, he has pollen up.
Poor old boys. Sorry about that, or girls. I mean, Galen, do you have some of your good old tape? I'll help you lift it up.
That's gonna work a lot better than putting them in the back of a pickup.
Oh, so yeah, that'll be fine.
Well guys, we made it home with the bees. We are just going to straighten up their area a little bit and get them unloaded. I'll try to video, but it's getting awful dark, awful fast. Anyway, it's been an awesome day. Looks like everything made it home okay. Time to get those over there. Alright, we are taking the packing out of the front entrance so the bees can get out. Oh, and here they come already. Looking. They're not happy. They'll settle in overnight. There they are. Safe and sound at their new home. We will finish unpacking those and taking the straps off tomorrow in the daylight after they've had a chance to settle down a little bit. Alright guys, that's all we've got. Bees are unloaded, happy in their new little place. We'll do a little bit of finessing and shimming and all of that stuff here over the next couple days, but amazing day with amazing friends, doing one of my favorite things, playing with bees. So that's all I've got for today. For now, keep living the simple life. See you soon.